However, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen sought to reassure lawmakers during testimony on Capitol Hill that the U.S. banking system is safe and sound.
I can reassure the members of the committee that our banking system is sound and that Americans can feel confident that their deposits will be there when they need them. This week's actions demonstrate our resolute commitment to ensure that our financial system remains strong and that depositors' savings remain safe.
All right, I want to remain optimistic, but that's the same woman who told us that inflation that we've now had at historic highs for over a year was going to be transitory, and it's been anything but.
Yeah. There are so many ways to go at this. First and foremost, the administration's focused on public relations and twisting words.
Oh, wow.
Listen to me, folks out there. All depositors with less than $250,000 in the bank are covered. You were covered before this weekend. You've been covered for years. Everyone is covered. Okay, what they're trying to cover is the fact they bailed out billionaires in Silicon Valley, and it has messed everything up. Let me tell you, they have blown it. Because now she's got it. Senator Langford said, listen, if a bank in my community went under and people had more than $250,000, would they be bailed out? She did the him and the hawing thing, and there's got to be this, and there's got, no. No. The answer is no. Silicon Valley was bailed out. Bigwigs in New York were bailed out. So as far as how safe we are, listen, you guys know I'm a rose-colored glasses kind of guy, but in the last 72 hours, let me just tell you what's happened.
Oh, we took them off.
There's a thing called the discount window where banks go to get money from the Federal Reserve. This week, they got $153 billion. The week before that, $4 billion. Put that in perspective. The Federal Home Loan Bank helps assure banks. Last 3 days, not counting Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, $250 billion. A record $112 billion on
Why
Monday.
did they need all that money?
Why do you think? They're worried. I mean, yeah, the Federal Reserve.
Why did they get that money?
Let me give you all the money. Federal Reserve extended FDIC $142 more billion. And they just created a new fund for banks. So let's say you own bonds that mature in 10 years, but right now at $100, but right now they're worth $70. You can go to the Federal Reserve and get $100 for it. By the way, ultimately that could cost us $2 trillion in loans. So they have created a moral hazard here that they did not have to create. Silicon Valley Bank was a bank of venture capitalists. It had no real connections, you know. And when President Biden and Janet Yellen says small businesses needed to meet payroll, that is a lie. Not a lie that they needed to, a lie that they were at risk. Again, 95% of the small businesses have less than $250,000. They bailed out billionaires, and we are intended. This weekend is going to be scary. It's going to be very, very worrisome. President Biden should have come out Sunday night and said, 90%, 99% of Americans, you are covered. Keep your money in your community bank, and we've got you covered.
Why didn't he?
Because his political donors got out there. Bill Ackman got on Twitter. They called him up, said, you must bail us out. This is Silicon Valley. This are the venture capitalists. You know how much money we put in your campaign? You know what you owe us?
Yeah.
Figure out a way to paint this as a way of bailing out the small guy, but save us now. And he did.
And I know that you've been digging through this. And so when you shout it,
no, it's because
it's disgusting what they did.
Because they keep talking about going after millionaires and billionaires, and every chance they get, they
help them. But only the ones who vote the way that they want them to.
Guess who's got to pay for it?
Exactly.
You do. Everybody with a community bank account, everybody with a small bank account, everybody with a bank account in America is paying once again to bail out the billionaires that buy. Oh, real quick, progressives, please listen to me. The money that they put. Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank. This is what you could have gotten, progressives. $24 billion in student loan bailout, $85 billion to repair school infrastructure, $20 billion for paid family leave, $40 billion for child care, $24 billion for dental for seniors, and $22 billion for 2-year free community college. Where are the progressives? That's what you could have got.
Hold on one second. There's a man who's running for president. His name is Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Does he use this?
100%. President Trump ran on the forgotten man and woman. That was his marquee campaign phrase from 2016. And who's forgotten? The bank in Ohio. To your point, you had Senator Langford on your show. You just mentioned Senator Langford. If you want the most powerful questioning I've seen of Janet Yellen yesterday, go look at Langford. He talks about SVB having a large number of Chinese investors directly connected to the CCP. And he asked, will people in Ohio banks be bailing out Chinese investors
Yes.
or depositors?
Yes.
Her response, uninsured investors will be made whole in the bank, and I suppose that could include foreign depositors. She confirmed that that could happen.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Maria Bartiromo this week has been talking with sources who have a list of who some of those people are, those Chinese companies. And remember what we've been saying this hour, the CCP, Communist Chinese Party, definitely has its claws in everything that's operating business-wise over there. So basically, we are paying off some China exposure financially. We're willing to insure them, and I'm betting it's above $250,000 in account.
Absolutely.
Wow. All right, we're going to move on.